Bring confidence to every swing. With pins and aces, you're not just playing golf, you're making a statement. Bold designs, premium comfort, and performance that keeps up from the first tee to the final putt. Check it out now at pinsandaces.com. And now, Missouri Mayhem is hooking you up. Get 21% off your order with code 54321 at pinsandaces.com. Again, that is code 54321. Pins and Aces, play bold. Look better.
Branson, Missouri is a premier family-friendly vacation destination located in the Ozark Mountains. It is known as the live entertainment capital of the world and the live music capital of the world. It is famous for its massive collection of country and music theaters on Highway 76, the Silver Dollar theme park, Silver Dollar City, and 3 popular fishing lakes that include Table Rock Lake. Today, we are going to talk about the history of Branson, what it offers, and a little bit of mayhem about the city itself.
Welcome to Missouri Mayhem, Mystery, and Murder. I'm Megan.
And I'm Mindy.
Happy Monday, Mayhem listeners, or whatever day you're listening to us. Thank you so much for tuning in for another case today. And if you're a new listener, welcome. And we are so glad to have you with us and have you part of our community. And if you're a returning listener, we appreciate you so much, and we're grateful that you just keep coming back for more. We hope everyone out there is having an amazing, amazing day. So, Mindy, what's new with you?
I've actually picked up reading lately.
You have
Yeah.
a series.
A series called The Crowns of Nyaxia. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but yeah, it's a really good series so far.
And you're on book
3.
nice. The Crowns of Nyaxia.
Yes.
It's not, and you said it's like a mixture between.
It's like a mixture between Twilight and The Hunger Games.
Nice.
Yeah. I think you would really like it. I don't like sci-fi really, and
Yeah.
I don't read really, and I like it.
What made you pick that?
I saw it on a YouTube channel. A YouTuber was talking about it, and I was like, oh. And then I just kind of looked at it, and I thought, I'm going to read.
I'm going to give it a shot.
And so now I own all the books, and I just got to read them.
And you need to bring me the
I
first
do.
one
I do.
so
I'm sorry.
Well,
Yes.
and the age we're getting, like reading is it really is good to
keep your brain.
Yes, continue to stimulate our brain.
Well, I'm just starting, so.
Yeah. Well, I have not read. I've listened to a lot of good books on Audible, but I haven't read a good book in a while. So you need to get that to me.
What have you been doing, Megan?
Yeah, again, still dealing with car situation that I talked about.
That's right.
So fingers crossed, Kenny, the Kia, can get fixed soon. And baseball in it. And,
yes.
We went and visited Spencer for his birthday a week or so ago, and been doing those things. So just staying busy doing this and that.
So I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
What is your favorite thing to do in Branson, Missouri? Besides Silver Dollar City.
Okay, yeah.
That's a given.
Love Silver Dollar City. I love, anytime we go to Branson, there's a couple things we always have to do. We always mini golf.
Always.
Somewhere. We usually find a race car track.
Yeah.
Usually. And then, you know what? I like to go through the shops at Branson, like the antique stores and stuff. I love a good show. I don't know. I like a lot of things about Branson. Yeah. What about you?
This is really weird, but my very favorite thing there is the wax museum.
No, I like that too.
I like it so much.
Cool. But it's cool and kind of scary.
Yeah, I mean the
so
figures look so real, and just, if that thing ever goes down in a fire,
oh boy,
there's gonna be a lot of wax.
They're like, well, we're now a candle factory.
No,
you like the wax museum,
but also I love go-karts.
My gosh, I do too.
And so I don't know if you remember or not, but as I was writing this, I remembered when you and Mom and I went to Branson.
Yes.
And we were riding the go-karts.
Yes.
And 2 ladies got in a huge ass fight.
I think this is around like 2012.
Yes, it was so long ago. And their kids were there.
And what were they fighting
I don't know what they were fighting over. They were screaming at each other.
It was bad.
It was, I mean, like every other word. And like I said, their kids were right there. And
Yeah.
boy, it was quite the.
It was like right out of the Real Housewives of Branson. And it was like, you will not ride in that go-kart. I
That's my kids go
That's
kart.
my kids' go-kart. No, that was a fun trip though. We did the go-karts. We went to the wax museum.
Yeah.
We did
Stampede, Dixie Stampede.
and we did the swing thing, like the gliding
Zip line.
off of the Shepherd of the Hills Tower.
Yes, we did.
So it was so much fun.
Okay.
All right, I'm excited to see what I don't know about Branson.
Okay, well, Branson's story actually begins in 1882 when a gentleman by the name of Reuben S. Branson, he was a postmaster and general store owner, established a post office and general store in the area. That was all there was.
That's
Just
how it started.
post office, what else do you need in life?
Yep.
So the community began to grow around Reuben Branson's store and post office. Settlers from around the area were very drawn to Reuben Branson's area. It hadn't been called Branson yet, but they were very attracted to his area because of things like the wildlife, fertile land, natural springs surrounded by lots of water. So
the beauty of the
Ozarks. Yeah. So just a lot of resources there to tap into.
Nice.
And then the arrival of the Missouri Pacific Railroad in 1902 made the town thrive even more because now there's a definite way to get goods in and out. People can travel in and out.
Yeah.
So it's getting even better. And then finally, Branson on April 1st, 1912 was formally incorporated. And I'm like, what does that even mean?
Right.
So what does that mean? It's when a town is finally able to establish their own local government instead of the county doing it.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So it becomes their own town.
And not until 1912.
Not until 1912. And he found, so yeah, it was like what, 20 years later after he
almost 30. Yeah.
30 years later.
Good for him.
Yeah,
he stayed the
sucked
course.
it out. He sucked it out.
He's like, you know what? And look, now he's officially incorporated.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, incorporated April 1st, 1912.
Okay.
And basically in that town, they were popular for their farming, their logging, as far as jobs go, occupations. Mining was a huge one. And its early inhabitants, sorry, and the town slowly grew with the establishments of schools and churches and businesses. So, they had really everything you could possibly need in a little town, right?
I mean, wow, to think little over 100 years ago,
Yeah.
it started as that, and now look what the heck it's become.
Now, there are 3 major things that really helped grow the town of Branson into a tourism destination,
Okay.
particularly tourism.
Okay.
The first was the 1894 purchase of the Marble, Marble, and that changes. You'll see cave.
Okay.
By William Henry Lynch. The second thing was actually a book. It was a best-selling novel in 1907 called The Shepherd of the Hills.
Yes.
And that is part of, and we'll talk about that in more depth here in a second.
Yeah.
And then finally, the third thing is the building of Table Rock Dam.
Yeah. Yes.
Was huge.
Okay.
So let's start and talk about the Marvel Cave real quick.
Marvel/Marble.
Yeah. So in 1894, William Henry Lynch bought Marble, Marble, Cave. He renamed it the Marvel Cave.
Okay.
Not sure why, but he just decided he wanted it to be Marvel and began charging visitors to tour it.
Yeah. Why not?
So it would become the Ozarks' first tourist attraction.
Yes.
The Marvel
Cave.
Okay. So Hugo and Mary Hershen leased the cave in 1950 and began hosting square dancing.
Yes.
Yeah, square dance. I know. So it was a cave the Marble Cave was now a square dancing place.
Come on down to Marble Cave. Hoedown time in the cave.
Grab your girl around her
Round.
hand and then knock her down.
We had to learn square dancing in school.
Yes.
I
I was
know.
pretty good at it.
I know. I loved it.
I loved it too.
Yes. Cool. In a cave. Okay.
Yeah. So they had square dancing. Then the Hurston family modernized the cave a little bit more with some electricity, concrete, staircases. And in 1960, the Hirschwins opened Silver Dollar City that was focused around that cave.
Yes.
It was a recreation of a frontier town that featured 5 shops. Think about it now. Think about it. What in 1960, 5 shops, a church, a log cabin, and then actors that played out the feud between the Hatfields and the McCoys.
Oh, that's awesome. And then, yeah. Okay. I have a funny story about Marble Cave. Should I tell it now or later?
Tell it now.
So Spencer was like 3, and we went to Silver Dollar City
Mhm.
with Terry's sister and her husband, their kids, and so much fun. Well, we're going down the marble cave, and Terry put Spencer on his shoulders, and we took, I think, something maybe to come back up, but to go down, we had to go down these stairs. And
I already
Spencer
know what happened. Spencer about got decapitated.
did. We ended up going down these stairs, and it got significantly lower. And Terry's in front of me, and all of a sudden, I see Spencer like bending backwards, like. I'm like, he's getting ready to fall. I'm like
doing a back man.
yeah, like his head trying to avoid hitting, and Terry's just. I'm like, yeah, it was hilarious.
Oh my
So,
god.
yeah, that's what I think about when I think about Marble Cave.
Oh.
But anyways, that is crazy to think Silver Dollar City had a church, 5 shops, a cabin.
And it
That's
starts. I mean, speaking of caves,
yeah,
it's in Branson, Missouri.
Yep, right above
We just got done talking about caves.
caves. Exactly.
So
Very cool. Okay.
okay, so that was the cave. And yeah, so that turned into Silver Dollar City.
So that was a big deal for Branson.
Yeah, still is.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit more about the Shepherd of the Hills book.
Yes.
All right. In 1898, a minister named Harold Bell Wright relocated to the Ozarks from Kansas, and we know what that looks like too.
Yes.
And
Yes.
settled in at the farm of John and Anna Ross in the Ozarks.
Okay.
So he moved from Kansas and moved in with John and Anna. So impacted by his new home, because think he went from Kansas to
To the
to
Ozarks.
yeah. Wright wrote and published a novel called the Ozarks, called The Shepherd of the Hills in 1907 as a tribute to the beauty and people of the Ozarks.
Which, if you think about that, I mean, he's going from Kansas, flat
Yeah.
fields, and if that's where he'd lived his whole life, and then to come and see the Ozarks, how beautiful it was.
Yes. The novel became an international bestseller, making Wright the first millionaire author and established Branson and Southwest Missouri as tourist destinations.
Wow.
Just this book did that.
That is cool.
What was it about? What was the book
Right.
about? Well, let me tell you. It is about a mysterious stranger named Daniel Howitt who moves to the Ozark Mountains. So kind of like his story. He moved to the Ozark Mountains, specifically Mutton Hollow, to find peace. He ultimately becomes a mentor and spiritual guide to the community. Oh, that totally is like,
That is
yeah.
him.
It centers on themes of love, loss, redemption, and the conflict between city and country life.
Aw.
So,
Cool.
so everybody was buying that book, and they're like, you know what? I got to get
wanna-
to the Ozark. I got to
wanna
get
see
to
this.
the Branson.
Kudos
Okay.
to him.
And then let's talk a little bit more about the third part of it, Table Rock Dam. It was constructed between 1954 and 1958 by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. So it took them 4 years.
Mhm.
The Table Rock Dam in Branson was was built to control flooding on the Whitewater River and generated hydroelectric power. I was like,
Wow.
what's that? So let me tell you what that is. Hydroelectric power is a renewable energy source that generates electricity by using the natural flow of moving water to spin turbines.
So they're like, we got this river here. We can get some energy out of this.
Yes, exactly. The construction of the dam created the 43,100 acre Table Rock Lake. Yes, that became a
Wow.
major tourist destination for the area. Boating, fishing, swimming, skiing, floating, businesses on the lake. Table Rock Lake is also Very deep. It's
Very.
220 feet deep.
Oh my gosh. Yes. And
Yes.
over 43 acres.
Over 43 acres of lake.
Or 43,000.
43, I'm sorry, 43,000. Yes.
Acres.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
So viral, often sensationalized reports suggest massive catfish exist in Table Rock Lake. Okay, Table Rock Lake, including claims of a 921-pounder catfish.
How do you even
I
get
don't
that
know. In October of 2025, and
Recently.
then a 200-pounder in a storm drain not that long after.
Oh, wow. Wow.
It,
Well, but I mean, that lake, number one, is beautiful. The water is
It is.
very clear. It's
Mhm.
very crisp. And like you said, so deep. So I could see that, a very large fish.
It
being
is.
there.
It is also said, and our mother told this as well. She squared this is true. It also has been said that the fish at the bottom of Table Rock Lake can swallow a manhole.
I mean,
I believe it.
I've seen weirder things.
Yeah.
I mean, Table Rock Lake, we went there one time. We're boating. Terry had just got a brand new pair of glasses.
Oh
Brand new.
no! Now they're at the bottom of Table Rock.
Yes. He goes to jump. I see him in the air.
And
I
forgets-
yell. Yeah. And he goes, you can see him in slow motion, like reaching for his face. And he said he got underwater. He felt them. He had it hooked with his finger and they slipped. And he said, I could literally see them. Like, and we pulled our camper all the, like, however many hours.
So he had no glasses
he
to
had
do that
no-
home.
So luckily he had an ancient pair in his glove box from like 10 years ago. And had to wear this home. He's done that numerous times. He lost a brand new pair of prescription Ray-Bans.
Okay, tell him never buy
Yes,
expensive glasses. It's
again.
not working out for him.
Yeah, so we were probably in the deepest part of Table Rock Lake. And they're down there, little fish is wearing them.
Fish is wearing them.
Yeah, down there. So I believe
Could
it.
you imagine all the stuff that's the bottom of that lake?
Shoot. Any lake. Ugh.
Like rings and watches and guns. Oh gosh. Megan says guns, death, people.
Well, that's the first place.
And I'm
people go and
thinking,
throw their
I'm thinking rings
Missouri
and watches,
guns. Bodies.
sunglasses,
Yeah.
bodies.
Okay, Table Rock.
Okay, so yeah. Anyway, that's Table Rock.
And those were the three kind of big things that really pushed Branson.
Yeah.
Okay, forward.
Okay, let's talk about some demographics of Branson, Missouri. You know, what is it like as a city without all the visitors and stuff like that? And
Yeah.
it's really not that big. As of the 2023 American Community Survey, there are 5,660 households in Branson.
Okay.
So I compared that to where we grew up, and we have 1,000 households
So
where
it's
we
like
grew
5 times bigger than
Yeah,
where
so
we
it's 5 times bigger. Yeah. There's an average of 2.2 people per household. Population is 12,638.
Okay.
That is not very big.
No, not for this town that hundreds of thousands of people go through it every year.
So you know that it says the median household income is 54,000. That makes sense because I bet that's mostly tourism
For
jobs.
sure. For sure.
And that would be about the right income.
Yes.
Median age is 38 years old.
It's interesting. I would have thought, but
So it's got a younger community.
yeah, I wonder what you got there is an average age of, you got a lot of retirement people on the older end, and you got a lot of younger people in the tourism
Yeah.
industry. And so your average is kind of
Because a lot of the younger people work in the touristic industry.
And live there.
Yeah. Branson schools operate 4 elementary schools, 1 junior high, and 1 high school.
So, I mean, that's pretty big enough to have 4 elementary schools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, since Branson is the live entertainment capital of the world and the live music capital of the world,
Woo-hoo.
let's talk a little bit about the timeline of how that came to be. And we're going to do a little music show, attractions kind of timeline type thing. Okay, in 1934, the 12-year mayor of Branson and entrepreneur Jim Owen built the first amphitheater in Branson. And it was originally called the Hillbilly Theater.
The
Hillbilly Theater, and it attracted lots and lots of people. It was a hit, but it is not still there today.
Okay.
I tried to see, if all these places were still
Still
there or what, and a lot of them are. And then in 1959, about 25 years later, the May brothers started a band that would become known as the Bald Knobber Hillbilly Jamboree, and they were the first music show in Branson. So the theater was the Hillbilly Theater. The first theater was the Hillbilly Theater, and the first show was
The Bald Knobbers.
the Bald Knobbers.
And are they still there?
And they are still there.
Wow, that's what I thought. And we learned what a bald knobber is. A bald knob is like
It's very racist.
well, a bald knobber are the men themselves or the people who met. Yeah, were probably racist, but they were named for the knobs of hills. They would meet on
They weren't named for the racist people.
Right.
They were named for the knobs of hills.
the bald knobbers. Yeah, okay.
In 1960, the Old Mill Theater began its first outdoor production based on the Shepherd of the Hills book. Yes, so this is a
Must
big
see
deal.
that. I've never seen that.
This show, known as the Shepherd of the Hills outdoor drama, continued in its 65th season in 2025. So they are still going strong.
Going
I'm so
strong.
glad to hear that.
Me too.
The Old Mill Theater later changed its name to the Thurman Old Mill Outdoor Theater in honor of its longtime director, Keith Thurman. And like I said, yep, they still have plays today.
I need to go see that. I would like to see that play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in May 1st, 1960, Silver Dollar City opened. And we're going to talk about Silver Dollar City all in its own. Yes,
sure,
so don't
sure.
worry. We're coming back to that. And then in 1962, Paul Henning, this is interesting. I find very interesting. Paul Henning, inspired by a Boy Scout camping trip to the Ozarks. He went there on a camping trip. Yeah. After his visit, he created the Beverly Hillbillies,
Gosh.
which ran as a CBS television sitcom until 1971. So it was all his idea. He donated the modified 1921 Oldsmobile truck used as a vehicle in the series to the College of the Ozarks, where it is on display in the Ralph Foster Museum.
How'd that theme song go?
I don't know, but if you started it, I could finish it.
The Beverly Hillbillies.
Billies. Oil they found. Texas oil they've
gold. How'd that go?
I don't know. But no.
Oh, that's gonna drive me nuts. The Beverly. Okay.
Okay.
I'll wake up in the middle of the night
Me too.
singing it in my head. But that's crazy. So it makes me. So he says he was inspired when he was on a Boy Scout
camping trip.
But I mean,
did he like it?
Because the Beverly Hillbillies, they make fun of Ozark folk.
They clearly do.
So that's interesting how his take on it.
So
fun.
So, yeah. What was
did he like?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Huh. Okay. And then in 1967, we've all heard of them. The Presley family became the first to move their show to Presley's Country Jubilee on Highway 76. Their show became a cornerstone of Branson's live entertainment and continues to perform today.
Yeah, I feel like Presley's and the Bald Knobbers are like the two big shows.
May 1980, Whitewater opened. You said you've been there?
Yes.
I have never been there.
I mean, it's fine, like any other little water park, like Oceans of Fun.
It is.
Yes,
yeah.
Very similar.
And then in 1983, the 7,500-seat Swiss Villa Amphitheater opened in, I think it's called Lampy. So I think it's Lampy, southwest of Branson. The outdoor amphitheater brought in acts such as Def Leppard. Bootin', bleatin', bloutin', dotin'. All right. I got something to say. Okay. Leonard Skinner, REO Speedwagon, Steppenwolf, and Ozzy Osbourne. Closing in the early 2000s, it reopened in 2010 as the Black Oak Mountain Amphitheater, closing then again in 2013. But then it went unused until relaunching live music events in 2021. So it's open again.
It's open again as the Black Oak Mountain Amphitheater?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
All right. 1987. Boxcar Willie became the first internationally known entertainer to purchase a theater, and he called it, of course, the Boxcar Willie Theater.
Of course.
In Branson, and has a permanent performance scheduled there. After Boxcar Willie passed away in 1999, the venue was sold and is now known as the Dutton Family Theater.
I know where that's at.
And I guess the Dutton family performs there. Yes.
Yep.
And then 1988, we went here.
Oh, we did.
Mom.
Yes.
The Dolly Parton Stampede opened.
Okay, it used to be the Dixie Stampede.
Oh, now it's Dolly.
Parton.
Yeah. This dinner theater attraction features a 4-course meal.
No silverware, by the way.
It is a 4-course meal.
It
There's
is. There's no
It's like a
silverware.
biscuit and a.
Let's see. Here's first
What
course
was-
is this chicken leg. Second course is this bowl of corn that you have to eat with your fingers. No, just kidding. It was corn on the cob.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Spencer Hiley did not like the menu.
No.
We were talking about.
oh yeah, because Spencer went with some friends, I think,
Yeah.
to it. So yeah,
Oh, but anyway,
it was fun though.
Yeah,
It's a good show.
and it has a spectacular show with horses, trick riders, and music, and it offers a unique blend of entertainment and dining, but no dolly.
But we have an amazing picture that we took with our mom when we first walk into Dolly. There's a photo op that has like this thing and it says like the Dolly Parton Stampede.
Yes.
And we barely got in there, and the look on mom's face. Do you know what remember that picture standing there and she's going, she has this look on her. It's hilarious. I'll have to find it. I gotta find it. But yeah, very good
That was good.
selfie there.
Good. Oh, and then in 1989, the Shoji Tabuchi
Soji Tabuchi, yes.
opened its first theater in Branson. It was permanently closed following a 2017 fire.
Oh, I don't know if I knew that. Soji Tabuchi is very talented.
Very much.
Violinist, right? Isn't he a violinist?
I don't know.
I think he's very talented. Like, yeah, he is. Because that he's an Olympic booger picker, and you.
Because I see his name everywhere. He's got to be talented. Yeah, he
I
is.
think he's a violinist. I think, but I mean, whatever it was, he did a good job.
Good job, Shoji.
Soji,
Okay.
yeah.
In 1989, Gary Snaden opened the Inspiration Tower, and this is a really cool place to go if you go there. It's a 230 feet tall. It's 230 feet tall, and it is known as the landmark on the horizon, and is the highest point in southwest Missouri, and offers spectacular panoramic views of the Ozark Mountains and Branson community and great zip lining.
That's where we zip.
That's where we zip line. Yes.
It was so cool because it wasn't like your zip lining where you like. It was, but they had us in like these
They
almost
just dropped us.
well, and we were in like these hammock seats,
Yes.
like not like strapped in on just like a rope. Like we had the seat we sat in, which made me
Mhm.
feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
Like, and it was super fun.
It was.
cool.
I mean, I was screaming my
brains out.
brains out
but
the whole way. But
It was fun.
in 1990 and 1991, a lot of things happened.
Yeah.
Several nationally known stars, such as Jim Stafford, Ray Stevens, Mickey Goley, and Mo Bandy, opened their own theater during that time.
Yes.
Also, the Lowe family featured their show and hosted nationally known stars like Conway Twitty, Loretta Lynn, Vern Gostin, Waylon Jennings, and others. And then also during this time, the 76 Music Hall, now known as the Grand Country Music Hall, became the first theater to have 3 different shows a day. Ooh,
Whoa.
performing in different slot times, of course. They are still open.
I feel like this early 90s was when Branson really starts to pick up steam.
It really did. And when I was in college, and like I went to CMSU, and we would go to Branson every now and then.
Yeah.
Just for a day trip.
Yeah. Just to like
Yeah.
mess around or
Yeah.
whatever. Like, yeah.
And then the Haygoods came into town, a family group that became one of Branson's most popular acts, known for their high energy shows featuring tight harmonies, impressive instrumentation, and dynamic special effects. And they still have shows as well.
Tight harmonies.
Yes.
Nice.
Now, here is when Branson really went boom.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
On December 8th, 1991, the increasing number of theaters and opening and attractions that were opening in Branson drew the attention of 60 Minutes, which aired an episode about Branson on December 8th, 1991, and called Branson the live music capital of the entire universe.
Not just the world, the
Mm-mm.
universe.
This national exposure initiated a lot of growth for Branson. The number of theaters, hotels, restaurants, shopping malls, and attractions rapidly grew, and more visitors chose Branson for their vacations.
And I think that's true. But I think too, just like anything, it grew a little too quickly because now when you go there, and I think a lot of towns are getting that way, but there's a lot of abandoned buildings.
That's a good point.
Like
It's just too much too soon.
and then they're like, okay,
We can't keep up
we
with
can't
it.
keep up with it, or
Yeah.
it switches hands, or like, yeah. So I feel like that too about like Bagnell Dam and around
Yeah.
you get a
Yep.
mix of that. But
Mhm.
I mean, I think that goes with progression or whatever. So
Yeah, and I think a lot of the theaters had older country singers in them,
yeah,
you know what I mean, that were kind
yes,
of changing out during that time,
and they passed or moved on, and
but I
yeah,
think around the country in general, if you've heard about Branson, I think you have a certain image of Branson if you've never been there before.
yes.
Okay, do you remember, that show, The Kendra Show?
She was a Playboy bunny.
She was a Playboy bunny and then
Yes.
got her own show, and
Yes.
in one of the episodes, she is so excited because her husband's taking her to Branson
She wants to go to Branson
in a car.
so bad.
Yes, and so they're driving all the way to Branson from wherever they live,
Probably LA.
and she is so excited the whole time, and I'm like,
For Branson.
Yeah.
And was it everything she thought it was going to be?
"Did you know you're missing an earring?"
Yes, I took those out last night.
Oh.
I just have one hole in that ear.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
Yes, I'm good. Did she end up loving it? Do you remember? Was it like
I
everything
don't
she
remember
hoped
if
it
she
would
ended up
be?
loving it or not.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
That's funny.
And then in May 1st, 1992, Andy Williams built
Oh, Andy
his
Williams.
theater, calling it the Moon River Theater.
Moon River.
The
Moon River.
Moon River. It's no longer there.
Oh, no more there. Andy Williams.
Oh. In 1994, the Glenn Campbell Good Time Theater
These are
opened,
some
starring
names.
I know, starring Glenn along with his Good Time Band daughter Debbie Campbell, the Matthews Dickens Dancers, and comedian ventriloquist
Ventriloquist.
Jim Barber. The theater is no longer in operation.
Have you ever seen a live ventriloquist?
No,
Me
have
either.
you?
No, I would love to though. I think it'd be fun.
It would. And then 1996, my favorite thing, the Hollywood Wax Museum was built.
Oh, cool. I love your favorite place.
Mhm.
96. Okay.
In 1998, the Acrobats of China arrived in Branson, making them one of the first international shows to call Branson home.
I remember that because I want to see them. Are they still there? Do you know?
It's still open.
Is it still open?
Yeah.
Because I've wanted to see that.
Yeah, it says the Acrobats of China opened their own theater, the new Shanghai Theater, later changed it to the Mickey Gilley Grand Shanghai Theater, and is still open.
Okay.
So the Acrobats are still going,
I need to
Megan.
go see them.
In 2006, Dick Clark's American Bandstand Theater opened, and its most recent new theater, to be built on Route 76, it was renamed Pepsi Legends Theater in 2024.
Okay.
So no more Dick Clark's American Bandstand, it's the Pepsi Legends Theater. In 2006, Titanic Museum was built.
Okay, again, here's where this is another big influx. And this is around the time we started going to Branson for baseball tournaments. And we went to see the Titanic Museum.
Yes, and
So
it's
cool.
actually in a ship, like.
Yeah, it looks like it's shaped.
Ship,
Yes,
yeah.
very cool museum.
And then we also went here when we went with Mom. The Branson Landing opened in the summer of 2006 on Lake Taneycomo in downtown Branson. The lakefront includes retail space with an outdoor shopping mall of stores and restaurants. Lots of stuff to do there. It also, I think we got our nails done.
I think we did. I think we got our nails
It
done.
also features a scenic boardwalk along the lakefront with the Branson Landing fountains, which are very cool. And Branson Landing has been known to host summer concerts and other special events throughout the year. I didn't know that about them.
Yeah, they do. I think they have, like people sing down there and stuff.
Okay, and then in 2008, the Sight and Sounds Theater presents multiple dramatizations of Bible characters and their stories. It's still open. I bet that is interesting.
Okay, I would like to go see that. For a long time they had I think Jonah and the Whale was there for a while, and Noah's Ark maybe. I always thought that looked neat. Do you mention in here the Butterfly Museum?
No.
There's a butterfly museum in
Oh,
Branson,
okay.
too, that's really cool that we went to. I mean, it's literally like you think. It's just full of butterflies.
Yes.
It's really
Yes, we
neat.
went to it.
Yeah. Did we? Yeah. And then, we did with Mom, right?
Yeah, we did.
And then there's a mirror museum that's
Ooh.
mirrors, like a maze.
Oh, gosh.
That was really neat.
That
we
sounds
went to.
cool.
Yeah.
And then in 2016, Branson got a Ferris wheel. And this Ferris wheel used to actually be in the Navy Pier, in Chicago's Navy Pier. And it was moved in 2016 to Branson. And I thought this was so interesting because in 2014, I was in Chicago's Navy Pier and I rode the Ferris wheel.
That is now in Branson.
Yeah, and that Ferris wheel is now in Branson.
You need to go to Branson and ride it.
You can say I wrote it in
You
both
can say, I've
places.
written this twice in 2 different places. That's neat.
And Branson, of course, always has amazing Christmas shows, festive holiday shows. They run as early as November and go through Christmas. These shows feature elaborate decorations, holiday music, and special performances. I've never been to a Christmas there. Have you?
No, but I know some people who literally, like, they go there every Christmas. Now,
Really?
when we went, remember, it was in the fall,
Mm-hmm.
but Silver Dollar City had a bunch of their Christmas stuff out because we went
That's right.
through Silver Dollar City had a
They were
bunch of
getting it out.
getting it out.
I mean,
Yeah.
so they really go all out.
Yeah.
And then here's some just random other things that you can do in Branson, like the aquarium at the boardwalk, Beyond the Lens, Wonderworks, Ripley's Super Fun Zone, Mount Pleasant Winery, helicopter rides, zip lines, cave tours, Megan,
Yeah.
mini golf, Megan,
Yes.
go-karts,
Yes.
Mindy, Ripley's
Ripley's
Auditorium. I would love to mention all of them, but when I Googled the shows and attractions, I literally got 6,712 events that were happening in the next several
Like, just in
months.
the next
They
few
just all
months.
popped up. So yeah, there's a lot to do there.
So, anything you're interested in, there's probably
Mhm.
something there.
Okay, so let's just talk specifically about Silver Dollar City.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
So we know
Please.
how it became.
Why is it called Silver Dollar City?
I'm going to tell you why.
Great.
Okay, it is located at the site of one of the Ozarks' oldest attractions, the Marvel Cave. And we already talked about that. It is a 61-acre theme park, small compared to Worlds of Fun.
No kidding.
Um,
200 and some odd acres.
Yeah, that opened on May 1st, 1960. It is an 1880s themed experience. Its operating season runs from mid-March to early January. The name Silver Dollar City, here you go, Megan,
Okay.
was inspired by Don Richardson after the promotional idea of giving visitors silver dollars in change.
Oh, fun.
It originally was the site of 5 shops, a church, a log cabin, and a street production reproducing the feud between the Hatfields and McCoys.
Do you think any of those original silver dollars exist out there?
I don't know.
Where
Good
are those? You know,
question.
that would be interesting
It'd
to
be
know.
nice to have one of those.
Ooh, yeah.
The park is now divided into 11 districts that include the park entrance, the Main Street, Homestead Ridge, Midtown, Valley Road, the Great Exposition, Rivertown, Wilson's Creek, Hugo's Hill Street, Fire District, and the Plaza. It also puts on many demonstrations throughout the day. So if you feel like making any of the following, you can.
Okay, I see the one I like.
Hold on, let me say them all, and then I'm going to guess which one
Okay,
you go to.
okay.
Okay, Brown's Candy Factory, Carrie's Candles, Hazel's Blown and Cut Glass, yeah. Heartland Home Furnishings, I'm not sure what you make there. Hill Creek Pottery, Mountain Leather, Mountain Outfitters Knives,
Okay.
Sullivan's Mill, Valley Road Wood Carvers, and Wilderness Road Blacksmith. Which one would you want to do?
Which one do you think I'd want to do? If I had to pick one,
Carrie's Candles.
that would be number 2.
Your first one is pottery.
Blown glass.
Mine was
Is that yours?
Yes.
I think blowing glass is so cool.
I
Just to
think-
watch people do that is so
I think it's very cool.
Was it Netflix? They had a blown glass show on there, like a competition of glass artisans.
Yeah.
I just think that's fascinating. But yeah, I would totally like the pottery too.
Yeah, I was gonna pick the glass too.
There's a lot of stuff to just go and look is what's cool.
Oh, yeah.
And watch people do their craft.
Okay, so let's talk about the roller coasters there. They had 7 or have 7. The Grand Exposition Coaster, the Outlaw Run, the Caterpie. Gosh.
I do that a lot. I switch the first letters of words.
Powder Keg.
I don't think it's quite dyslexic, but it's cool.
Thunderation, Time Traveler, and Wildfire. The original Fire in the Hole isn't there anymore.
It's not there?
No, it closed down in 2023, but reopened in 2024 as the new Fire in the Hole.
So it's still called Fire in the Hole, but
It just
it's
shut
new.
down, and yeah,
So it's
probably
not the
just
same ride.
No.
Oh.
It has 25 other rides and many, many other attractions, including a chance to tour the Marble Cave. It also hosts 8 festivals over the course of every year. So here are some facts, some fun facts about Branson. It is the home of the largest rooster. Is he the largest rooster?
Of course it is.
It's not live, of course.
Because Springfield has the largest fork, right?
Yes. gosh.
Yeah, the largest
Why?
rooster.
This 43-foot tall fiberglass rooster wears a star-spangled vest, bow tie, and
Of course it does.
American flag lapel pin.
All decked out.
Branson is the site of the Branson Cross, the largest cross monument in North America.
That is cool. I've seen that.
Mm-hmm. This is crazy. It has more theater seats and live shows than Broadway.
Well, with you saying you Googled for just the next 2 months and there were over
6,000?
6,700
Yeah.
shows, then that sounds about right.
Branson almost got a different name. The town's name was almost changed to Lucia or Lucia. I'm not sure exactly. In 1901, when the post office was named Lucia, was renamed Lucia. The post office was renamed back to Branson
In
1904.
So, oh my gosh, can you wait? We're going to Lucia this weekend. It just doesn't have the same as
Lucia?
Branson.
No. The Branson Scenic Railway offers, and I thought this was interesting, offers a 40-mile round trip through the Ozark Mountains. Didn't we do that with Mom?
Okay, we did a dinner on a train.
That was a
Where was it? That was in Eureka Springs.
yeah.
But that was neat too.
But anyway, this 40-mile round trip train through the Ozarks provides a stunning view and a glimpse into the region's rail history. That would be neat.
That would be neat. That would be a neat trip.
And then the city also hosts the annual Branson Veterans Homecoming Week, one of the largest veteran celebrations in the country.
I didn't know that.
No.
Nice. That's great.
Okay, so, it is Missouri Mayhem, so there wouldn't
It's
be
not all rainbows, shows, singing, and giggles, right? It's not all, we got some Titanic moments in here, right?
So, the 2012 tornado. So just after 1 a.m. on February 29th, 2012, the city of Branson sustained damage from an EF2, and they go up to EF5.
Right.
If that tells you anything. The one in Joplin was an EF5.
Yes.
Damage from an EF2 tornado. No deaths, thank goodness, but there were 47 injuries, most being cuts and bruises, with one person sustaining critical injuries after a roof collapse. Most of the tourist attractions and businesses were undamaged and remained open. Where there was damage, though, the tornado extensively damaged 3 of Branson's 50-plus theaters, including Americana Theater, Branson Variety Theater, and Dick Clark's American Bandstand Theater. There was damage to portions of Branson's Landing on Lake Taneycomo and the Veterans Memorial Museum. It blew out and cracked windows in 219 of the hotel rooms of the 295-room Hilton Branson Convention Center.
So almost all the windows.
So
it sounds like it had a direct hit, maybe.
of 295, 219 were hit, yes.
So that center hotel was hit.
Okay. Then on November 2012, as of November 2012, most of the damage was repaired. Now, I want to talk about the duck rides.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I wondered if you were going to talk about this. This is awful.
I am going to talk about this because
you have to, because this is a very famous thing to do there before this.
Yes, and also what they could stop.
Absolutely.
So on the evening of July 19th, 2018, a duck boat operated by Ride the Ducks sank on Table Rock Lake. The water vehicle sank with 31 people on board, leaving 17 dead. This occurred during high winds associated with nearby severe thunderstorms. They were in a thunderstorm.
Yeah.
The ages of those who died in the accident ranged from 1 to 70 years old. 9 of the victims were from the same family, visiting from Indianapolis.
Just on their vacation.
Yep.
Probably.
None of the visitors and crew were wearing life jackets, and the deaths were mostly due to a freaking canopy that goes over the top of the roof.
Yes.
What a design failure.
Yeah, they said awful. And
I mean, you're trapped under a roof.
Yeah. Did it catch on fire too? Or is that not correct?
I don't think it, I don't know.
No, it was just drowning. Okay. Yeah, I knew the roof on it was. Now, are they still running the duck boats?
They are, but they're different now.
They had, I assume, changed
the whole way they look.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's terrible.
Terrible. I remember when that happened. That was
Me
just
too.
awful. And 9 of them were from the same.
Gosh. How tragic.
And they weren't even from here.
No, they're here visiting. Vacationing.
How do you get 31 people on anyway? I don't know.
Yeah, so very sad.
Okay, some Silver Dollar City mayhem. Okay, in 1972, a guest, this is all I know about this,
One little sentence.
is that a guest reportedly died after falling from a ride.
Okay.
So the
At Silver Dollar City.
yeah, and it would have been open 12 years at that time. So
Okay.
on July 9th, 1980, okay, guys, do you remember in the early 80s when there was a rumor going around that a guy went into the fire in the hole and got decapitated?
Yes, I think.
Okay.
Because I think, we did the Worlds of Fun, Oceans of Fun episode, and I always felt like there was a rumor that same situation on the Zambi Zinger,
Yeah.
but I may have been confused with this.
Yeah. So what happened, what they're saying is 23-year-old James Frederick Polly died on the fire in the hole when his train was accidentally switched into a maintenance area with low hanging structures. That sounds to me like he was beheaded.
Same. And so, like, they accidentally switched him onto a track that was like a maintenance track.
Yeah.
There were things hanging down that.
Because when I originally heard this when I was little, I thought he was like standing up on it, being obnoxious, and got beheaded.
But it was a total accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then on July 20th, 2022, Joshua Outhouse, a maintenance worker, died from a blunt force trauma while testing the Thunderation coaster after reports of a rough ride. This sounds like kind of the same thing that happened in Worlds of Fun too.
With the Timberwolves.
Reports indicated that he was working within the ride's perimeter while it was in operation, leading to OSHA fines against the park for safety violations.
Oh, or the Orient Express when the guy was working.
That's what I was talking about.
They did not do it correctly.
Yeah. And then in October of 2022, 7 people were injured when a train derailed. No deaths, though, were reported in this incident. So that's pretty much it.
That is a big, I love roller coasters, but I'm not going to lie. Like, you envision, like, what happens if this goes off the track? Can that happen?
Yeah, and it did.
And it did. Like, that's.
So, but anyway,
Very
I feel
scary.
like we've covered Branson.
Lots of good things.
And since doing this, I really badly kind of want to go to Branson now because I really want to go to Silver Dollar City. It smells so good, like caramel popcorn and yum.
And they just have so many cool things there.
If you are interested in visiting Branson, I found a great website that tells you all about the shows, all 6,700, and the attractions in the area. It is called Branson Show. And no, it's not just shows, but everything. Shows, museums, aquariums, zoos, zipline tours, hotels, and more. It will even help you plan a vacation package if you so desire. And the email address, not email, but the address for that is https://www.bransonshows.com.
And it really is a jewel here in Missouri in the sense of, it is a place that if you can't go very far, it is a place you can take your kids or your family. And if you want to just go relax, you can relax. If you want to go and do a lot of stuff, you can go do a lot of stuff. So,
especially in the summer, there's hotels with pools and
tons of golf courses.
Yes.
And, one other thing we didn't mention in Branson, they had an old shopping mall there.
Yeah.
It was an old outdoor shopping strip.
Yeah.
And they converted it to, I think it's either 6 or 8 baseball fields.
No way.
And the stores that had the shops in them became like dorms for the kids. And Caden went down there when he was 12 and stayed for a week.
Oh.
And that's when he did like a home run derby. They had a field that looked like the Royals field, the Boston Red Sox, the Yankees.
Yeah.
So that is something. It was called the American Sports Complex or something.
Nice.
But definitely really cool. So all kinds of neat things down there.
All kinds.
Awesome. Great information, Mindy, on Branson. Thank you. Until next time, you guys, stay curious, stay safe, and stay kind. Thank you for listening. This has been Missouri Mayhem, Mystery, and Murder. I'm Megan.
And I'm Mindy.
Missouri, you bring the mystery.
And we will bring the mayhem.
Peace out.
Strong, confident, unstoppable. At Handful.com, we believe your sports bra should keep up with you. Whether you're crushing workouts or owning your day, Handful gives you the support, comfort, and style you deserve. And now, it gets even better. The Missouri Mayhem sisters have your back with 30% off your order. Just use code 54321 at checkout. Handful.com. grab life by the handful.